look at sweet mama watching me play guitar. She got long black hair.
Wow.
Hey, everybody. That was Jeff Mitchell's Fat Cigar you were listening to, and that means it's time for Not Just Blowing Smoke. Coming at you live from Twin Smoke Shop Studio headquarters here in
Yeah, we're in the Londonderry.
I was going to say something about it. I was going to say something about it being frigidly cold, but it's not as cold as
just
last
south
week.
of the North Pole.
Just south of the North Pole. Yeah.
Just north of the Arctic.
I can't feel my shins. And, every once in a while something happens that is unexpected and really good. And one of those unexpected things happened today. This sitting here next to me and next to Nicotine is Levi.
That guy right there.
Levi from the 724 Lounge, one of our bartenders, and the guy who's been making our pairings for the last month or so. And he's done a great job. And it turned out he could be on tonight. And we said, hell yeah. Yes. Let people know who the man is behind the great pairings we've been having.
The man behind the bottles.
The man behind the bottles. So this is Levi. We got Nicotine. We got Dave the Confused. I'm Pastor Padron, and we're your hosts for tonight. And tonight we're going over the best pipe tobaccos of 2023.
Yes.
Last week we did our cigar episode, sharing some of our favorite cigars of last year. And now we're going to talk about our favorite pipe tobaccos. And we are smoking one of those. And what we are smoking is Steamworks, the small batch from Cornell and Deal.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what it says on the tin so we know what we're getting into. Propelled by top-tier Old Belt Red Virginias, enhanced by two distinct steaming processes, this innovative small batch blend explores the deep natural sweetness of flue-cured leaf alongside genuine St. James Perique and rare 2005 Black Sea Socum and other vintage Oriental grades. A whole new world of flavor awaits discovery. And then the La DC website says, Steamworks is a complex Virginia Oriental flake comprising a range of top-tier tobaccos, including 6 unique matured Old Belt Virginia grades, genuine St. James Perique, and heirloom Black Sea Socum Orientals from 2005, enhanced by 2 separate steaming processes. It was released by Cornell and Deal, and it's, Oriental Perique, Virginia. It's a flake. There's no flavoring in it. And this was on our podcast a while ago, and we agreed, I think then, it was one of our favorite tobaccos of the year. And we found enough of it to have on the show.
We did.
Tonight. I thought that just smoking it again was going to be a good thing. It's one of those things where, small batch, how many of these tins did they make? It says it right here on the tin. 8,000 tins.
Man.
What did it last? Maybe a month?
How many
here?
tins did we get? Would we get like 40 tins?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't last long.
We got one left and hooked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
It's pretty much gone. Great tobacco. And good job with Jeremy Reeves. He just keeps coming out with some really good stuff.
Man, that guy does not strike out whatsoever with
He
anything
also
that
doesn't.
with anything that he's ever made. I mean, the 724 blends. I mean, me and Danny were talking about Queen City. I had a little bit of was it the little gold dust?
Yeah, Little Gold Dust.
Little gold dust earlier. I had Boston Tea Party, which was one of the first ones that he did for 724 briars or the 724 blends. And I mean, damn, that guy does not strike out whatsoever. He is amazing.
Also, he doesn't stop. He
No.
just keeps cranking this stuff out.
Oh God.
Here I am, beginning of the year, all upset because we ain't getting no Carolina Red Flake. And then he comes out with 2 freaking
Yeah.
Virginia freaking forward pipe tobaccos that were just
Steamworks, and then the other one was the
Anthology.
anthology. Yeah, like, holy crap.
The man is a machine. The man's a machine.
Now, Levi, chewed some of this,
Yeah.
smoked some of this.
I
Yeah.
accidentally left
And
my pipe at home.
came up with a pairing for us tonight. So what are we going to be drinking while we're smoking the tobacco here, Levi?
My Papa's Pilar rum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a rum guy. Not much of a rum guy. I'm kind of more of a Bacardi guy because I've been going to the factory for the last 17 years. But it's
You're
damn
only
good.
family friends with them.
Basically, well, we've been going there for a long time, and I mean, there's a lot that's changed as far as the aesthetics and the bar, and some of the tours and stuff like that. But I mean, I love their rum. I mean, the Family Reserve, the Private Reserve, all that stuff. But this is pretty damn good. Can you tell us a little more about this, my friend?
24 años, which is like 2 years, 24 months,
Yep.
2-year rum, aged rum. Obviously, not a blonde.
Really nice amber color to it.
It does, yeah, from the char of the barrels. It's really paired. I thought even chewing it before I even went and bought a corn pub pipe tonight and smoked it. It's kind of the same what I do every week with our cigars. So more so less following my mouth and following my nose.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't done rum yet,
No.
so
You, my friend, should try smoking the glass. Usually, it kind of it definitely enhances the drink and enhances the
Smoky doke.
the pipe tobacco or the cigar that we are having. So, Danny, I saw that you already smoked the glass. What do you get from the smoke adding it in there?
It does enhance the rum.
We get a lot of brown sugar.
Mm-hmm. It does bring a lot of the brown sugar forward in the rum.
That cloud just sitting in there. I
not
love
going
it.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, man. That's really good. I
But
like it.
the sweetness of the rum really pairs well with the Virginia, and brings out a lot of the sweetness in the tobacco. I think almost deepens it some. What do you guys think?
Ooh, baby. Oh, I get what are those black cherries that you put in the drinks? Maraschino cherries? I get that big time. Not so much the brown sugar. Ooh, huge on the cherry. Huge cherry note in there.
I get sugar. I'm not sure about sugar.
Oh yeah, huge cherry note in there. Huge cherry note. Oh yeah, and you can tell.
Let me
But-
try that again.
You can tell by the silence
Yeah.
that you're hearing that we are thoroughly enjoying.
All right,
Smoking this drink.
I can appreciate the cherry,
Yeah, like huge.
like a dark cherry.
Yeah.
Sweet, or black cherry maybe. Also smoking one of my favorite pipes tonight.
Right? There's a huge cherry note in
like
there.
almost like a current
Yeah.
or a date. Like,
Yes.
like bordering on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Like it takes away like a lot of rums you get that molasses in there, which is by default because that's just
Yeah,
it's just
what it is.
It's just what it is. From the sugar cane and everything, that's just what you get. But
Yeah,
I mean
caramelized sugar.
that completely takes that away, and all you get is that beautiful sweet note in there. Dark cherry or date, stone fruit, maybe you can even go out on a limb that way, Danny.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just so beautiful. It's so elegant. I like it.
Thanks
I
for the
like
tip.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Now-
What kind of flavors you picking up, Dave?
I could just totally pair it with everybody's saying,
But I won't, since
Well,
everyone's
no, I
already
haven't
said-
tasted it smoked yet, but yeah, it's like bam, cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a maraschino.
Like a
or
maraschino, maraschino.
maraschino.
Is it maraschino?
Luxardo, Maraschino.
Maraschino,
Yeah.
Luxardo.
Yeah, Luxardo.
Dark cherry, dark red, black
Maraschino.
cherries.
Oh my gosh.
It is absolutely decadent.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought one of the ways we'd talk about the
Oh,
best pipe tobaccos was to share kind of a Twins' own top 15 best-selling tins of 2023. And as far as bulk tobaccos goes, there's no real big surprises there. Lane 1Q,
Yeah,
which is
that's like the top
our
seller.
Granite State.
Yeah,
That's number one. It's number one everywhere.
everywhere,
It's,
every
the
year.
Bud Light of pipe tobacco. as far
I
as
can't even say
sales
you
go.
can't even like you say Bud Light of pipe tobacco. Absolutely not. I don't. That you're
The
that's
Modelo
not
of
giving
pipe
it.
tobacco.
No, because that's saying that's a Bud Light of pipe tobacco. That's for me. That's not giving it enough credit. Like, granted, it is a bulk tobacco, but I mean, it's still a damn good tobacco, and it beats a lot of the other
Well,
tobaccos
yeah,
that are
but
out
the,
there.
The comparing
If
it
you
to
say
Bud
so.
Light is it sells more than anything else.
Yes.
Say what you want about Bud and Bud Light, it still outsells everything else.
Of course it does.
And
I
that's,
just
that's
think
what I mean.
I
It's
just
if
think
you don't have if you are selling pipe tobacco at your shop and you don't have lane limited 1Q, you're losing money.
Fact.
You're losing money. And the real pipe smokers, they go all over the place, and but
Or some not at all.
if you don't have
just hang around the
if you
shop.
don't have that pipe tobacco, you're missing out.
That's
that
true.
and then Lane BCA, which we call Kurt's Cavendish, that was number 2.
Yeah,
Okay, Autumn Evening by Cornell and Deal.
That's a
number
big
3.
one.
So the things that you expect to be on top, there were no surprises as far as bulk tobaccos go. But tins tend to be more small batch. They tend to be the things that, as you get into pipe tobacco, those are what you're looking for. And so and these are in order of just tins sold
Yep.
in 2023.
Go for it.
Let's start at the bottom. Number 15 was Cornell and Deal's Carolina Red Flake with Perique.
And that's the 2022
That was
2022
last
edition, right?
year's. Yeah, we got that came out this fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have Carolina Red Flake from 2022
Yes.
on the shelf, but we have Carolina Red Flake from this fall with Perique, and that was number 15 on the list.
I mean, it's
And,
tasty. It's very tasty.
Levi, because you're new to Twins, you're new to the bar, you're new to the pipe smoking thing.
Yep.
It's
true.
It's all, when their Carolina Red Flake or Carolina Red Flake with Perique that Cornell and Deal puts out, it is the best of the best red Virginia from the Carolinas, and it's all gotten there, sourced there, grown there, aged there, processed, tinned, the whole. But it's kind of a
And
tribute
pinch
thing to
of
the.
Perique.
Yeah,
Just a pinch. Just a pinch.
there's probably a little bit more.
Just a little salt babe of Perique.
There's a
Yeah,
little
give
bit
them
more
that. Say,
of
give them
A
that
little
Emerald.
salt
No,
babe of Perique right
bam.
there.
A little bam.
A little bam like Emerald,
yeah.
Emerald,
Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald Lagasse. That's
It's
right.
very, very good.
My grandmother loved that guy. Yeah.
But it do.
Number 14
He was a
was
good cook.
no surprise to me. Number 14 for best-selling tins at Twins. GLP's The Virginia Cream.
Dude, I recommend that to everybody. I mean, that is such a good Virginia.
That's one of those things where, if let's say you're a 1Q guy,
Yeah.
right? And
That's
you're
easy.
wanting to kind of expand your horizons.
Yeah.
That's a great tin to do that with.
Yeah, that's
because it's a Virginia blend, and it's very Virginia forward, but it's got a vanilla bourbon on top of it.
Yeah.
And so but it's not, and so the sweetness in the bourbon enhances the sweetness in the Virginia. So it's very sweet, but it doesn't leave that flavor in your pipe either.
Yeah, it doesn't ghost it.
So if you smoke something else, you're not going to be like, I still feel like I'm smoking Virginia Cream
Yes.
from last week. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that. It's really, really good that way. And it's one of those things where, personally, I have not sold that many tins.
I have.
But whenever I walk over there as the buyer for Twins, it is not uncommon for me to go, I just filled that up a couple of weeks ago.
You're
I've got to
welcome.
order 10 more tins.
You're
And
welcome,
it's-
sir.
They go. I don't
Yeah.
know where they go,
Well,
but
they-
apparently they do
go
really
out the
well
door.
because it made the top 15.
Yeah, well, they go out the door, Danny. I stand by that one. Like you said, it's.
Careful, bro.
I almost spilt my rum over here. It would have been a Greek tragedy. somebody that's always on Granite State or Kurtz Cavendish or one of the other aromatics, I always recommend the Virginia Cream, because I think that is a great, like you said, it's a great stepping stone to get into all the other tobaccos that are out there. The Virginia Periques, the Orientals, the Burleys, the Latakias, the Latakias, Latakia. That's what I was going for. But it's a great. I mean, obviously the Virginia Periques and everything. That's pretty up there. But I mean, that Virginia Cream is such a good entry for everything else that we have on the shelf.
Now, Levi, I see you've pulled a Nick and already finished your drink.
Yeah,
You
baby.
know, 15 minutes into the show, and you're already dry.
Well, we're gonna find another rum.
He's already-
I had the smallest glass.
He did, yes. He sacrificed himself for the rest of the world. And we appreciate that greatly.
Number 13, I was very glad to see was on the list, was Fourth Generation Tobacconists Resolution,
Yeah.
which was there every year. They do a small batch, and go figure, this year it was with Cornell and Deal and Jeremy Reeves, and they picked a Virginia blend and I believe there was a little bit of a pear topping on it. I think, if I remember right.
That I am not sure.
I'll
We'll have
fact check that. I'll fact check that.
The fat check it.
I'll do a fact check.
He's gonna fat check it.
I'm gonna fact check
He's gonna
that.
fat check that all
Yep.
day.
But Fourth Gen Resolution was on there, and that was really good. Great tobacco too. I really enjoyed that. That's of all of the small batches we've had of Eric Stokeby's, that's the one that's done the best, and in my mind, it was one of the best
Yeah.
of his small batch. Number 12 was another GLP's blend, GLP's Geometry, which came out this year.
Geometry is pretty good.
Geometry is
pretty
really good. The second edition to his Zeitgeist series of tobaccos.
The Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, yeah, kind of reimagining traditional blends in a new way.
Every time I hear that word, I was looking at it earlier, the list, and it said Zeitgeist.
I was looking at it, and I said, "What?"
It said Zeitgeist, and the only thing I can think of was from Deadpool 2, the guy, the Zeitgeist guy. That's the only thing I can think of was that guy. I was like, oh God.
Oh my
It's
god!
like, no, I vomit acid. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, hold on here.
Trying to figure out what kind of ghost it is.
I'm doing the fact check.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up.
Some fat checking.
Okay, so after Geometry, number 11 was Cornell and Deal's Corncob Pipe and a Button Nose, the Christmas
That's like
release they did this year.
hot chocolate in your pipe, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty damn good. It's
You
definitely
like that?
it's definitely a really good pipe for a nice cool night when it's snowing outside and you're just sitting there in your smoking jacket and you got your bourbon in one hand and your pipe in the other keeping you warm. I think it's such a great everyday smoke, obviously, because it's not a heavy smoke, but it's such a really pleasant smoke to do at on a twilight. That's what I think.
It was a hazelnut top note
Hazelnut.
on the Resolution. By
Don't we
Eric
all
Stokely.
love them hazelnuts?
Yep. Aged Carolina mahogany and lemon flue cured Virginias, married with top tier Orientals from Turkey and Greece, producing a mixture deep in flavor, rich in oil, and full of natural sweetness.
You definitely
Throw in
get-
a little hazelnut, and you have yourself a party.
Yeah, you
Yeah. Let's go and Viking something.
do. Sure. Why not?
Yep. So that was Fourth Gen Resolution. So Geometry, we've done Corncob Pipe. Number 10 was Briary Blends Boston Tea Party.
Ooh, I had that today. It was delicious.
Yep.
Love it.
That's a burley blend that
It's got
was
some
produced
Virginia in
for
there.
724. Yeah, it's got some Virginia.
You got some Virginia,
It's
Burleys.
It's Virginia and Burleys. And
Orientals, too?
Some Orientals
Yeah.
as well. And it leaves this. I think some people take it and they're thinking Boston Tea Party. I'm going to have like a sweet iced tea, kind of like it's going to be
No.
a sweetened or flavored thing. It's not. There's no flavorings in the
No.
tobacco at all.
You know what I got?
There's nothing in it. But just the way the tobacco works, the finish on your tongue is like
A black tea.
A black tea,
Yeah.
black tea leaves. And some people have said, I don't get that at all. And I'm like, are you on crack? Do you know how your tongue works? I mean,
How
what's-
dare you?
I don't.
Danny.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I really do. Don't you agree,
No,
right,
I
Dave?
absolutely agree.
Black tea.
I
Black tea, not
got
sweet tea.
so I smoked it today. I didn't go as far as black, like sweet black tea or just black tea. I got like, if you had black coffee and you just put like 4 tablespoons of sugar in there, that's what I got.
And you'd have tea.
Probably.
That's
some
not what
sense.
I think you're.
I got a
confusing
little
that
bit
with
of that.
603 roast.
No.
Yeah.
I had 603 roast in like maybe 12 hours, but I'm just saying, in the same pipe, no less. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
See, there you go.
maybe.
So
a little,
Well,
a little
it tastes like
603, 603 roast Boston Tea Party.
Boston Tea Party. Okay, so that was Boston Tea Party was number 10. Number 9, Cornell and Deal's Folklore.
Oh,
That kind of surprised me.
It did me
It
too.
didn't really surprise me.
It's
Oh,
well,
Dave the lover.
it surprised me because it of all of their small batches, and really, let's face it, because it comes in a 16-ounce block.
Yeah,
And that's
1
how you
pound
buy
block,
it.
yeah.
And so unless you're a store like Twins who says, why don't we cut this into 2-ounce things and sell it in little
Yeah.
2-ounce blocks or let people buy it by the ounce, very few people are going to be able to get it. I mean, we got like 4
Bricks.
bricks
Yeah.
of it, which is a lot of. It's like, a whole case of regular tins. But while we make it more accessible by cutting it into the bricks and letting people buy it by the ounce, when you do it that way, you're not getting the tin, you're not getting the
presentation.
the presentation that you want. But it's a solid Virginia, and I know that's one of Dave's favorites. You want to tell us why you like it so much and why you thought it was so
I
good?
honestly, I haven't smoked it so long. I can't really speak upon the notes, but when I remember, I am prone to I like plugs a lot because I feel like when you have like a plug, the notes are so much more married than you get when you get a shag or when you get ribbon cut and stuff like that.
you got a
I feel
shag,
like-
you got a shag, baby.
Yeah. I love presses and
Got a
plugs and
shag.
flakes.
When you got a shag, you got a shag.
You getting the lingo? You've
Yeah.
read the book.
Yeah,
you know what it means, right?
Oh yeah. I'm just. Oh, you breaking that down, breaking down your big bricks and the smaller bricks, more accessible to people. Just had drug masks going through my head over and over. And that's
Oh man, you dropping knowledge over here. This guy got his PhD in tobacco. My
I don't
goodness.
think that was the knowledge you were trying to drop. But, that's okay. Number 8. Number 8 here at Twins Smoke Shop was Early Morning Pipe from Peterson.
Yeah, man.
Made by Scandinavian Tobacco Group. That's a tobacco that's been out forever.
Forever.
And one of the
Forever.
One of the- interesting things about the pipe
Sorry, I had to do
tobacco
it.
world is that a blend can be basically bounced around from manufacturer to manufacturer as it gets bought and sold and stuff. You don't really see that with cigars. I mean, we kind of have that, I guess, with 724. It was made here in Manchester. Now it's not. Now it's made in Honduras. And you've got things like Room 101.
Well.
Matt Booth cigars. He sold to Scandinavian Tobacco Group, which is also the company that makes Early Morning Pipe. Mm-hmm. And so, you notice some changes in things, but this as different sources are used and different tobaccos from different places are used, the recipes followed.
Yep.
But there's when you are getting your tobacco from this source instead of this source, some people notice differences in things. So, but Early Morning Pipe is one of these things that's been around for decades, and it's always been a favorite. So it was interesting to see that up there. Number 7 was the pipe tobacco we're smoking tonight, Steamworks.
Yeah,
Steamworks.
Steamworks from Cornell and Deal.
Juicy.
Juicy, like some.
So right smack in the middle there.
Bye, Mr. Hanson. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. You know, I'm surprised, as good as Steamworks is, I'm surprised it's not higher. Now,
It's
I think
probably
I
because
think it's
we
only
just didn't
because-
have as many tins.
Yeah.
and yeah, I was just gonna say that. Now, is that
It was a, you got what you got, and that was it. You couldn't order more.
I mean, if
we
we
sold
had
everything
more,
except one tin.
well,
you know?
they'll probably be gone now that we have the show. They'll be
Yep.
gone. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if we had more tins, that would probably be close to the top 3, top 4,
I'm sure.
100%.
What are you thinking of it? Have you
That was delicious,
been yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff?
Oh yeah.
Did you think it paired well with the rum?
Yeah.
Do you
it's
remember
my job,
the rum?
So,
Do you like it better?
yeah. It's my job, so yes.
Do you like it better chewing it or smoking it?
Smoking
Ooh,
it. Easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, baby.
Yeah,
I have to admit, Levi takes it seriously.
We're gonna have
When I
to
saw-
have him
when
chew
I
some
saw him
Black
take a
Irish
little-
X.
He didn't have his pipe, and he takes a little bit, just stuck it in there like a little chew, and I'm like, yeah, that is what I'm looking for.
You have to give him some Black Irish X, man. They used to chew that stuff.
They still
Like,
do.
They used, crazy.
That's gonna
man.
be
I
his.
don't get
That's
it.
gonna be his dip right there.
Oh man.
He's gonna have a roll of it in his,
You're gonna
bottom
have
lip.
It's not so bad. Plug tobacco. I've had worse plug tobacco. Like
I'm
actual
sure
chewing
you
tobacco.
have, my
Ooh.
friend. He's gonna just have a like a little 1 ounce twist of Black Irish X in his lip.
It's like it tastes like burnt ends, like it's real strong.
I mean, in
like
the
a-
pipe it
like a
does.
sausage.
I mean, in the pipe it does.
Oh.
Have you chewed on it lately? I mean, are you talking
Are you
from
saying
experience?
You've done this, Nick? Have you chewed?
I haven't. Hell no, I ain't that. We had one customer come in and he said that he forgot his. He bought the pipe tobacco. He bought like a couple ounces, and he forgot his pipe tobacco. He was on the road. He forgot his pipe tobacco, and he said, "The hell with it. I'll just chew it like if it's like dip or
Like a
something."
plug, yeah.
And he did that, and he said that almost immediately, he got sick.
Yeah. it's
And I was
strong.
like,
very,
oh.
very, very strong
Yeah.
tobacco.
Yeah, like why?
One of the
It
places
puts
that
Copenhagen to
tobacco
shame,
is-
man. Like it is,
one of the places that rope tobacco was commonly used in. There were ship guys, and when you're on a ship and you've got cannons and gunpowder and everything
And
around,
oil everywhere, you're lighting
lighting
stuff.
things up is probably not a good idea. And then people who are coal miners, again, not a good idea to light a pipe.
Yeah, coal mine, yeah, coal
I
mine
mean-
everywhere, yeah.
So they would chew it
Why
while
not?
they were either
hey, look, a gas pump.
on the ship, on the ship,
Dave,
or
that
in the
canary
coal
is
mine.
not chirping. What's going on here? I think we
When
need to
they
light our
got-
pipes up.
And when they got out, they would light it up, but they did. So both things happened. All right, let's. I'm going to stay
History
on track.
lesson.
There's your that could be a little 724 history lesson. We got something else coming after I finish this list.
All right, all right.
All right, so let's do early morning pipe, Steamworks, and then number 6, what another Briary blends, Little Gold Dust.
Yay!
Yay.
Briary
Yes, by
blends, baby.
Dark Fired Kentucky blend. I love that. I've gone through 7 tins of that since it came out.
Little gold dust,
late,
man.
late summer.
I hear
Little
you.
Gold Dust and Dexter's Secret are my faves.
Yeah, Dexter's Secret's pretty
Yeah.
fucking good, man. It's a nice little. That's a nice walking around
Pretty good.
English right there, man. You can smoke on that English all day, baby.
Well, interestingly enough, Dexter's Secret was number 5. Dexter's Secret was number 5.
Get it, baby, get it.
Number 4 was Sun Bear Tupelo.
Ooh.
This year's Sun Bear release.
Oh, that was also good.
The 4th
Really
release of
taste
Sun
tequila
Bear.
on that.
And Sun Bear is a tobacco that it's another small batch from Cornell and Deal. And it's the same blend of tobaccos every year. And there's a little bit of elderflower thrown in. There's a little bit of silver tequila thrown in. And there's a little bit of honey thrown in.
Tupelo honey.
And in this case, it was Tupelo honey. Every year, the honey source is changed.
Oh,
And it changes everything.
really?
I don't know why. You make 16,000 tins, and when you think about, you make a huge batch of tobacco and you take a gallon or two of honey for all of that tobacco, which basically means each tin has like next to nothing in it, and it makes such a vast difference of how it tastes.
And the tequila uses basically like blends all of that flavor together because of the alcohol. And it's such a genius idea.
Genius.
So Sun Bear Tupelo is number 4. The Beast,
Ooh.
another Cornell and Deal small batch, which is a Perique and Cavendish mix, and I think it's 50-50, if I remember right. Perique is not something that you just smoke straight.
No, it's a
typically.
spice, basically.
It's like taking the pepper shaker and just chugging it.
I mean, you can.
It's a condiment.
Yeah.
It's not something that you. But Aleister Crowley, had this thing where he would take Perique and he'd soak it in rum for a week,
Whoa.
and then he would smoke it.
I mean, why not?
And so this was kind of the homage to that, and the
It
name
is,
of the beast is
51% Perique,
51% Perique.
soaked in spiced rum for 7 days.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to approach that again.
It's very, very good. Number 2 was, again, another Briary Blends 603 Roast, which is a coffee, chocolate, kind of a mocha.
Cofflet.
A cofflet. Okay. I got it.
Cofflet. It's a whole new word there.
Yeah, you're welcome. Brought to you by Dave.
It's
Tinson.
one aromatic in
yeah.
the Briary Blends repertoire, and that has just taken off. And again, that came out, late summer, and it was number 2 for bestseller list, and it missed number 1 by like 3 or 4 tins.
Wow.
It wasn't number 1 and number 2 were that close.
Wow.
All right, we need a drum roll, right?
Yeah,
Number
Moto
1,
for the year.
Drum roll. Hold on.
drum
We
roll.
need a drum roll. Maybe.
I don't hear the
Maybe.
drum.
I don't hear any drums, Dave. Little drummer boy, let's go. Come on,
Drum roll.
Got
Come
it
on.
mute.
come on,
Drum roll.
come on,
Uh-oh.
little drummer boy. Come on,
Got a drum roll.
come on.
Nope.
nothing.
Wrong button.
Nope. I'll just relight my pipe here.
Oh.
There
we go, here we go, here we go.
And the number 1 tobacco at Briary Blends Queen City.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
That was what we announced as our best new blend last year, and it has since taken off. And just by a couple of tins, but more tins of that sold than anything else. And if you add the Queen City to the 603 roast, that ends up eating
You
up
get Queen roast?
most.
Queen row.
That ends up basically, that could probably take any 5 or 6 of those blends together
Yeah.
as far as numbers go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those are the best ones at Twins from as far as best selling pipe tobaccos went. Queen City is a Virginia Perique that is made for us by Jeremy Reeves. A very healthy portion of Perique, not 50%, but it's
No.
a very healthy portion. And then several different kinds of Cavendish, including a cigar leaf Cavendish that they have is a proprietary process of theirs. It takes Dominican cigar leaf and makes it into
That's
Cavendish.
crazy. Crazy cool, man.
They're
It
very
is
cool.
just one of the most tasty, rich Virginia Periques that's in a flake,
Vapor.
that's in a ribbon form that I have found. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of guys who are into Virginia Periques, they're looking for flakes or they're looking for plugs or something because that's where
Twists.
you get twists. That's where you get most of the flavor from.
Yeah,
when
'cause
those
it melds
it
so well.
melts and marries together. But this one, it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's
And
very good.
I've had a number of guys who are very well known in the pipe world and are Virginia Perique fans. They've jumped all over this. I've sold, 10 tins at a time to some people.
That's crazy.
For this stuff, and it's just crazy. Very successful. So
That's like the equivalent of selling someone 10 boxes of cigars, just so people know. Like it, because you get
well,
like
not price wise, but
not price wise, but like smoke time wise. You know what I mean?
Smoke time wise, yeah.
it's like 10 boxes because you get like 20 balls out of a 10. So I mean, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Smoking for at least a couple months on that.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on at Twins.
Yeah.
All
Right.
Twins,
What's
Danny
going
boy?
on at Twins? Now through the end of February, and this is a leap year, so the February actually has 29 days in it this year. We have the
Year of the
leap
dragon,
into
baby.
2024 with 724 event going on. And all this month and all next month, you can buy any 4 724 cigars and get a free original Toro with any
Toro,
4
Toro.
724 cigars. Box Buy is going to come with a 5-pack of variety cigars, 724. 2 boxes will get you 2 5-packs, 10 cigars, and a 10-count travel humidor to go with it, and to put the cigars in and everything. You buy 3 boxes, you get the 10 cigars, a 30-count travel humidor. That's $75 right there.
Yeah.
Say nothing at 10 cigars. You're talking really $175 of stuff. All right. Plus, the first 8 people who do the 3-box deal are going to get into a VIP cigar pairing with Kurt Kendall, who owns 724 Twins, the 724 Lounge, on February 29th, right here at 6 o'clock p.m. And you're going to get a very special pairing with him. And Kurt has amazing stuff in his vault.
Oh yes.
And we're not just talking vintage 724 cigars
Which those are amazing in itself.
they are really good. His cigars age phenomenally.
Yes.
They age really well. So when you have a cigar from him that's 10, 15 years old, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then he's also got
50-year-old scotches.
50-year-old scotches,
Oh,
bourbon,
yeah.
and everything.
Tequilas.
What we
wine.
1963 Crown Royal.
1963 Crown Royal, which
That
is
was
nothing
crazy.
like what you get for Crown Royal
Oh
today.
no. I mean, the Queen still put her stamp on it back then. Nowadays, forget it. They forge her signature. Well, I mean, she's gone now.
Yeah, she's dead. That's
God
why
save
they
the Queen,
forged
I
it.
suppose, but for our Canadian fellows up there and Canada. But
Sorry, Rod.
sorry, brother. How's it going up there, anyways? We appreciate you everything, man. We appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, man, the guy's got stuff that owners of cigar companies don't even have, man. I mean, it's crazy. I can't even say it. I can't even say it.
Crazy one-off, the pre-releases.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
it's
mean, the
stupid.
guy's got stuff before. I mean,
Yeah.
before the
He's
the
got
hype.
stuff he's got stuff the public doesn't even know exists. That's
No,
that's
exactly.
the extent of
So
like collection.
when
Yeah.
we say you're going to get a special pairing with Kurt, that's something that you do not
Gonna be
want to miss,
special.
and you are not going to be able to do or get or experience
Yeah.
on your own anywhere else.
Our luck, it'll be the
First 8 people who do
Oradora
3
724.
Here's your 113, and here's the Pilar.
I know, right? it'll be the Pilars and the 113 or just a regular 724
Yeah.
Toro or
Daniels,
something.
Here's a Bud Light and a WK. Arthur Day. All right, now go away.
Hey now.
No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be the exact reverse of that.
Oh,
we should
God.
we should have them do that anyway. It's just psych people out, and they'd just be like, "Really?"
Did I just do all this for this?
Oh my,
Nah, it'll be a treat. It'll be a treat. 100% it'll be a treat.
oh my.
Cap
goodness.
or a box of Fuentes ascots.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, there you go, guys.
Esquisitos. Here you go, everybody.
Let's go ahead and do the 724 flashback of the week too. 724 flashback is our weekly segment highlighting historical
Yes.
events, brought to you by 724 Cigars.
Ooh,
Smoke
yeah.
a piece of history.
What do we got, Danny? What do we got?
Today? 23 years ago,
23 years ago.
23, odd number, yeah.
in 2001,
Ooh.
Wikipedia.
And
Wow.
forever destroyed the
Knowledge
internet.
and facts.
Because you can edit Wikipedia. So I mean,
Well, you know, as far as that goes, I mean that was kind of where I wanted to go with the discussion of things. I mean, yes, it's editable and everything,
yeah.
but how many of us have actually used it? Like to try
Oh,
and find
Jesus.
out things about things.
I
mean,
use
it,
I
it
did.
has,
It all
it
the
has
time.
become something
It's-
that
it's-
everybody uses,
Like,
and everybody assumes what's in it is correct.
well, a lot of companies use it as like their facts about the companies. Like
Yeah.
they have a wiki.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just like so. You know, a lot of it's face. The other thing too is that, you know, there are fact checkers on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and these are, you know, usually like professors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it is governed a little bit. I don't know how much
Much
of
of it.
extensive and stuff like that, but they do. You're not allowed to like correct stuff unless you have said credentials. So there's a little bit of like, it's not perfect, obviously.
Right.
Because
I
people
wonder how much of Chat GPT is pulling their information off a wiki. Like
What's-
obviously,
what's
It's an
Chat
open source
GT?
It's Chat GPT is one of the most widely used AI.
AI, yeah.
No.
So I wonder because I know that it's what the people that make that AI program or algorithm or whatever you want to call it is it's whatever the
Life
people
form.
are. Well, yeah, whatever. It's not a life form. Right now, it isn't. I mean, I've seen some documentaries where it's another 10 years. I told you.
I've seen some
The last-
Schwarzenegger documentary.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Another
Who
10
is Sarah
years.
Connor, and why do I care?
I'm telling you right now, man. Another 10 years, man. That AI is gonna be running
Well, see,
shit.
the biggest strain we have right now, as far as like AI becoming self-aware, is the fact that there isn't enough storage readily available for it to like mass.
That you think of.
no,
that you
no,
think
you don't
that
even
there
know.
is.
Like the amount of information that's stored that the internet creates daily is
No,
is
I don't agree with that.
Listen,
Go ahead.
the lot, like everything that everybody does that processes data in the whole internet, you can fit in like a few cells of DNA. So you think how a human body runs and everything it takes, and we have literally like trillions of time of that much data in us. So
Okay.
that's what you're looking at for something that could be like self-aware. You need that kind of like storage.
I
And
understand that.
it's getting, and I'm saying I'm not saying it's impossible. What I'm saying is, yeah, probably 10 years. You don't have to worry because right now MIT, Microsoft, IBM, they're all able right now.
You're
to,
missing one huge organization.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just
It 100% matters, bro.
What organization is that?
DARPA.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter.
What? You are out of your
No, I'm not. I'm
tobacconist mind,
agreeing
bro.
with you. Like, can I finish, please, before you're
Go for it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just got my alarm
So-
that our podcast is supposed to start in 15 minutes.
And I'm pretty sure
Excellent.
DARPA isn't doing this, okay? But you're able to. The
Leave
MIT.
it to leave
What
it
I'm
to
talking
way
about
more
is what they're able to do with it. Okay, so you calm down.
Oh, Dave.
Is they're able to. They're able to encode.
Mr. Ledwith.
Tom,
Calm down.
let him talk.
I'm letting
Let
him
him talk.
You
Go
don't even know
ahead.
what I'm gonna say.
I want you to say so,
All right,
so I can know what you say.
They're able to. They've been able to encode a movie to DNA
Yes.
and play it back real time.
Okay. Awesome.
So that's
who's doing that?
like MIT, Microsoft, and like IBM. I don't know. It's all I read about. Okay. Whatever else there is out there, you know, that's just what's been publicly talked about that I've read. I'm not saying nothing else is going on. All I'm saying is that they've already started doing it.
Can you
So in
already
10 years-
acknowledge?
In 10 years, that's going to be like Like in Japan, they already have stuff where they can put like a brain basket on you and they can record your dreams and play it back to you.
That's awesome. I'd like to see a couple of my dreams.
So
Some I wouldn't like.
Yeah,
to.
no.
Some I would like, but some I would like to.
stuff is going to get so real, and this leads to another really interesting point, is the fact that one of the
Highlighted in
biggest
Godzilla -1.
one of the like one of the biggest theories is like we might live in like a holographic universe, and
Which
stuff
we
like
do,
that.
yeah.
Well, what if it comes to a point where we're able to create a universe where things can just live digitally, and so like Matrix, and then how do we know that anything that's alive or gives birth and stuff in there isn't thinking the same thing that we're thinking right now, that we live in a holographic universe and they're trying to figure it out.
I'm pretty sure they
So-
already have. That's us.
So it's pretty deep. Pretty deep
You,
stuff there.
my friend.
Have you ever been asked to take a blue pill or a red pill?
Not yet.
If it was masculine, yes.
Masculine? You, my friend.
gosh.
After everything is said and done, when you get home and you're on your computer and you're about to play games, before you play games, you should do a couple searches on DARPA and what they're about. Please, please. In that whole conversation you just did right now, you'll be like, oh, damn, that's all irrelevant. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it, my friend. Anyways, Danny, I don't want to say anymore. I don't want to take up any more time here.
Wow, that's first. Anyway, Danny.
I do need more alcohol. I'm fresh out.
Yeah, we're stuck that way. However,
have
there you
those
go.
numbers.
So I guess we're all.
I mean, the glass smells like butterscotch. Is it me?
I still have some. I've been sipping.
Is it me? It smells like butterscotch or
There's a
caramel.
butterscotch smell to it. Yeah.
There is.
Nice sweet caramel on
yeah.
it. Oh man, damn it!
Scotch and butter.
Butter and scotch. I wonder if the person that
No,
made
we're
that.
not doing butter and scotch.
I'm just
I just
saying.
had that in my head. I was like,
I'm just saying.
Thanks for my pairing next week.
I'm just saying.
is
That'd
that?
be awesome.
Big slab.
Yeah, just a pat of butter.
Believe it's not butter. We're not going to make money off this one.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure somebody right now is writing that down and said,
Probably DARPA.
maybe. They probably already approached that back in the 70s when they were making drones.
Oh, but that I forgot to mention that. So
Oh my
that's
gosh.
that was
What,
the
drones?
The drones.
the fourth
Dun, 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 dun,
dimensional
dun.
universe thing.
Yeah.
That's the reason why some people believe we haven't encountered aliens, is because what if they got to the point of technology where they could just visualize going anywhere,
Is it
just out of
aliens you're
math.
talking about?
So why leave your planet? You don't have to. What if, like, say if their gravity was just like 0.5 stronger than ours,
Yeah.
the amount of energy that would take for them to make a spacecraft to leave their atmosphere would be like insane. Like we're really lucky that we're actually even able to escape.
Like all
And you
those
can get out.
gold people from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. A lot of real heavy shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, there you go.
That's heavy, Doc.
Sum it up. Life's an illusion. Drink more, worry less.
Yes.
Love
yes.
people, man. Love
Smoke more.
Yeah, smoke more.
Come to
Smoke more,
Twin
love
Smoke
people.
Shop. Meet
if
meet
my-
Levi. He'll make you a drink that'll forget all your troubles.
If my bills are an illusion, that'll help me sleep better.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yep. Let's talk about. We've talked about the best-selling tobaccos
We're
here.
gonna talk about the worst selling tobaccos.
No, let's talk about. Let's talk about what we think were the best tobaccos of 2023.
Oh man.
You know, I think that list kind of gave us a nice starting point of things to talk to. Maybe brought some things to mind that we forgot about. But I want to talk about 4 different categories, and we did these last year. Best tobacco that we smoked in 2023 on the podcast.
I'm gonna have to vote Anthology.
Anthology.
I mean, Anthology was amazing. That was so just really rich, really complex, smooth, got all the right notes, and it went well with the cocktail that Levi provided.
Mm-hmm.
It
Which
was very-
cocktail was that? Do
I
you
don't
remember?
know. I don't know.
I
What?
think
No.
that was the Mexican old
South
fashioned.
of the border old
Yeah.
fashioned.
South of the border old fashioned. They did
Yeah,
for
that was
us.
good. That was
That
good.
was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I mean, that was a good one.
what
I mean,
what would you think, Dave? Best tobacco of last year that we smoked on the show?
Oh man, we're doing it. Steamworks, baby.
Steamworks.
Yeah.
I mean, Steamworks is up there for sure.
Anthology. It's kind of hard. 'Cause
Anthology
both
is just,
but
it's so
I'm
good.
I'm just biased to Steamworks.
Yeah, it's
Virginia.
understandable.
You know.
I like Fillmore. I mean, we had Fillmore.
GLP's Fillmore.
I
Yep.
mean, we had Fillmore on when we had the hacks,
Mm-hmm.
when our Dave was not here, so we had to sub him for Cigar Hawk Dave. But, I mean, we had
Got
Phil.
it. Dave and Confused replaced with Cigar God Dave.
Wasn't a bad trade-off at that time. Wasn't a bad trade-off.
Yeah, we lost video, but we had good audio. That's
Yes,
true.
yes.
Yep.
I mean, Fillmore was fantastic. I mean, damn, was that good.
That's a great Virginia Perique blend.
Yeah. That was
Bleeper.
really, really good.
Yep.
How about you, Levi?
Steamworks.
All right.
It
Danny?
would be a toss up to me between Steamworks and Anthology.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Can't go wrong with either.
No, if remembering what we said and how we experienced things, I would probably say at the time, we were very excited about Steamworks.
Yeah.
So but both of those would be in best tobaccos. Anthology would be my number 2 by like a hair.
Yes.
By like a hair. But this is really, really good. And especially since they didn't come out with a Carolina Red Flake, coming out with this, it's not a straight Virginia like Carolina Red Flake, but it's so Virginia forward and it so brings out the best in that. It's just really, really good. Great blend that way. What about best line extension? So series that added something to it. We added 2 to our own. 724 added 2 to their own Briary Blends series. The 603 Roast and Little Gold Dust. And they were both in the top 10. 603 Roast, that just took off like a frickin' rocket. And if you like those coffee aromatics, chances are you've smoked Warp's Saint Espresso blend that you can, and that's something that Warped Tobaccos does with Cornell and Deal, and it's only available through smokingpipes.com. It's not sold in stores. That's the only place you can get it. But that's kind of considered the top for coffee flavored tobacco, right?
Yeah.
And I talked with several big people in the industry who really liked and we sent them tins of ours. We want to know what you think. And they liked this just a little bit better than the Warped. Ooh. They said it was smoother. They said it was creamier. There's not saying that, the Warp was bad or anything, but just there was something about the blend that was done for us that and so it's that kind of tier, I guess is all I want to say, and I'm really, really proud of how well it's done. I mean, for basically for 4 months to outsell Queen City, which has been out for, a year and a half, that says something about how fast the stuff is moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had some earlier.
Yeah, very good stuff.
I think one for me is gonna be Night Slice.
Night Slice for
That was a
fourth
good one.
gen.
Yeah,
Good
that
call,
is
bro.
that is very similar to one of my favorite ones from 4th Gen, which is the PD Kentucky, and still in a spiral slice, I guess.
Yeah, coin slice.
Slice, spiral slice, but it's similar, a little less smoky, but damn, is it rich. It is so good. I love that one. I love PD Kentucky, but this one, I mean, it's pretty similar, and some people were saying that it was almost the same and this and that, and I was like, No, yeah, I could see the similarities in the characters, but I mean, it's a different tobacco.
Night
And so-
Slice.
yeah, that's
It's
a good one.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I have to
line
give it up to my
extension
man
that.
Eric, Mr. Stoker B himself.
Dave, do you have any?
Little
line
gold
extension?
dust, baby.
Little gold dust for
That was
you.
mine, yep. Little
Yeah.
gold dust. That's just absolutely delicious.
Hmm.
I'm like my third tin.
Third 10, baby.
There was also GLP's Geometry, which was the line extension for the Zeitgeist series, and that's done very well here too. But I'm gonna go along with
Nick?
Nick. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Night Slice was probably my favorite new
Yeah.
line extension from somebody.
I mean, they have all the three. You have your morning, your afternoon melange, you got your evening flake, and then when they came out with the
Evening
night
flake.
slice, that was just like the cherry on the cake right there, man. That for that whole lineup is just absolute wonderful thing. They
All right.
outdone themselves over there.
Best limited edition blend. This
Oh,
is the category I give to tobaccos where, like Steamworks or like Carolina Red Flake that aren't always available. And I think whatever you name as like the best blend of the year or the best thing from 2023, it should be something that's around all the time. But I want to give a category for a group
For the limited edition.
for the limited editions because the reason they're limited is because there's not enough stuff to make it all the time. So you make something that some people can enjoy, and then you got it. And for me, that would be Anthology, the
yeah.
2023 release of Anthology, and I would be willing to entertain Fourth Generation's Resolution as well.
I would call that and then raise you fourth gen, was it Jubilee? The one that comes in that huge tin there?
Jubileum Flake.
Jubileum Flake. I think the Jubileum Flake is better than the Revolution.
Anthology all the way.
Don't get me wrong, but I think that Jubileum Flake, and that's limited. That's like the limited of the limiteds right there.
Right. It's like 1,500. tins,
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
As opposed to 8,000 or whatever.
True. I would do that. I would do that one for sure. That for me, that would definitely be one of the top ones. And fourth gen has kind of been in my pipe lately too. So, oh yeah.
All right. And best aromatic.
Well, this is probably going to be a no-brainer between us four.
Mm-hmm.
603 Rose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 603
Good
Rose
Rose.
by far.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody
I mean, you can't.
who would
I mean-
disagree on the panel here.
I mean, you could probably, for an honorable mentions, maybe Autumn Evening would probably be close. Because I mean, Autumn Evening, I mean that is just
Yeah.
damn good for you.
Well, that's not new. That's
It's
new.
not new, but it is a limited, not a limited run. I'm sorry, an aromatic.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I
And
mean,
it is one of Twin's best-selling aromatics. It's number 3.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, damn, that'd be honorable mentions. But yeah, I think we're all gonna be agreeing on 603 roast. That is just
Yeah. If we're looking at
Damn good.
tins, it's 603 Rose.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. And that leads to best new blend. And that could be something
Ooh.
from any category or whatever. Which of the tobaccos that we've picked for the best of, whether it's from the podcast line extension, best limited edition, best aromatic. What is the best new blend of 2023?
That's new blend.
And I'm not an aromatic pipe smoker,
Yeah, neither am I.
but looking at how popular it is and how well it's done, and frankly, how much I do enjoy it, even though I'm not an aromatic guy, I'm thinking 603 roast. And if it's not going to be that, if I was going to pick something that's more to my palate, it would be Steamworks, what we're smoking now.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it'd probably be Steamworks. Damn it. I'm trying to think of something else. I'm not trying to jump on the Dan train over here, but Jesus.
I do have good taste.
Yeah, you do.
That's why he gets.
I mean, Tupelo is up there. I mean, I would probably have to say Tupelo just to be different. I mean, the Tupelo is really great. Even the what is it? From Beyond.
From Beyond was really good.
I mean,
yeah.
From Beyond was really good too.
Also not new.
Well, it was re-released this year as a small batch.
There you go. Well, it's kind of new. Yeah,
But best
Tupelo.
new blend.
Tupelo. With Tupelo, well, that's a new blend, isn't it? Well, it's
not- the
Sun
honey-
Bear, but
Different
Yeah,
every
it's
year.
Sun Bear, but it's different honey in it. So if you want
That's like a line extension, if you ask me about it.
yeah,
Steamworks, thank you.
okay. I guess that takes the blue ribbon. I suppose.
Steamworks.
Steamworks takes it. Okay.
And if you're talking aromatics, then it's 603 roast.
Yep.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think you got to go those ways.
Mm-hmm.
And any place, any cigar shop or a smoke shop that sells pipe tobacco, if they carry 724 cigars, they can get any of the Briary blends, including the 603 roast. Steamworks, if you didn't get it already,
Sorry.
well, that's too bad. We'll have to wait till next year, and hopefully they re-release it. And
Yep.
I'll make sure that I get more than I ordered this year, because that stuff went way too fast.
Yes.
Way too fast. But that's amazing. So has this progressed for anybody as they've smoked it? Has it changed
I'm
as
done.
you're smoking it through the bowl?
Pretty done. I'm smoking my bowl. But it did not change. It was pretty consistent throughout the whole thing. I mean,
To me, it gets the spice part of the Virginias really amps up towards the end.
It gets a little more earthy.
A little more earthy. The sweetness is still there, but it kind of becomes more like an after image, and the spice and the earthy really just kind of amp up a little bit.
Like a virtual after image.
virtual after image.
Like digital imprinting on my tongue.
Yes.
Like he's in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Levi, thanks for being with us tonight.
Oh,
It was
thanks
a
for
lot of
having
fun.
me. Yeah.
Thanks for the rum.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Good job.
don't know more, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there, brother.
Not a
We'll
lot
get
to
there.
offer in this episode.
No, but it was nice having you on. It was nice to, I think, for people to put a face and a voice to the name of the person who's been doing the drinks and everything for us.
For sure.
Dave
Glad
blurred my
you're on.
face for legal reasons.
For sure, man. For
All
sure.
right. Well, that's our show for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. And make sure you try some of those tobaccos that we recommended. You won't be disappointed. We'll see you next Monday, 8 o'clock. And that's not just blowing smoke.
Stay smoky, my friends.
Booyah.